glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Rice Owls and the Temple Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, checking in with Temple's head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Temple's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He was under siege last time out. Sacked 6 times, and it forced him into 2 interceptions. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Chase. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
He'll try to puff and draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trying to barge in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Rice's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Got the quick pass, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. It's a 1st and 10.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Brown will throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple!
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference, so...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Hardy. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chase. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Mason. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not...
Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Rice rushes to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to bully their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rice.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice move there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Temple lines up quickly.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Finds his man. It's Chase. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with a score.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Rice.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey, guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half, their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
The run from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Brown will throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Rice rushes to the line.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. Last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
Bow. Hawkeye. Skate. Magic.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have...
Could be an alley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Rice rushes to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Owls will have it 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Finds his big tight end. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mason. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Finding open areas. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Running inside, it's Mason. Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop. And
there he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Temple will line up with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Owls! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Rice rushes to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
First down for the offense.
Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming, trying to buy time. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They'll run for it. Might have a chip. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense looks like they're coming. Give to the running back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Keeps it himself. Sweet cut there. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really come? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of